In a world full of 2024, we're here to talk about 2023. And we're the Neon Pocket Dimension. What's up? My name's Jacob. Guys, I know you can't hear, the stream and the watchers, listeners, they could hear it, but I know you guys on the stream can't hear the song, but it is playing, I assure you. This is Neon Pocket Dimension, a home for nerdy stuff, nerdy people, and all nerdy things that you like to do in your life. I'm here with everyone. I got Miguel next to me here.
What's on, guys?
I got Gage right underneath me.
Oi, matey.
Ooh, yar. And then,
Yar.
and then of course, the singer bro, aka Steven. What's up, man?
How's it going, man? How are you doing today?
I'm doing very great.
If only you actually spoke like that all the time.
I know, that would be pretty epic. I would love that.
It's fucking shite being Scottish.
So I'm just gonna address this up top. Like, clearly these lights behind me aren't gonna cut it for streaming. I put them up, they're great, they look amazing in person, but as you can see, you might be having a seizure right now. So let's just turn those off. All right, and we'll continue. I'll figure something else out. I just need to have that on record that it looked freaking weird. Precisely.
Good job.
Thank
That's
you.
hot.
I'm
sad. I'm sad for you.
Good
job.
That's very hot. Also, you may not hear it yet, but you're about to. If you happen to be watching live, you might hear some music in the background, because we could do that now, and that's fun. But if you're watching it later on YouTube, you definitely can't hear the music, because then it would be like a copyright problem, right? So yeah, just an incentive to watch our episodes live. We just have a little bit of beats in the background. So make sure to catch us live Wednesdays, twitch.tv/neonpocketdimension, if you aren't watching live. But if you are here, hello, how's it going? I see Mochi Squeeze, I see Cherry, I see Pandafin. What's going on, guys? You hear that music?
Life.
Things.
Yeah? Life and things. Okay.
Life and things. Like, what else do you want?
And Gage is muted.
Are you muted, Gage?
He is muted.
No one wants to hear from me. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I was wondering why nothing was coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, usually I can't shut the fuck up, so it's good. I'm moving in a month and a half,
resolution.
so that's fun.
Oh,
fun.
dude.
Exciting. Where
That's
to?
Yep, moving to the old Garden of Roses, Portland, the city of
Oh.
Portland. There it is.
Good
Oh
job.
shit. So you're about to be stuck in the 90s, like, because I've seen the show
That's hot.
Portlandia.
The dream of the '90s is alive
So
in
hot.
Portland.
Yeah, I want to retire in my 30s. That's where we go, right? We go to
Hell
Portland.
There you go.
That is correct.
Okay,
That's where
could
we
do
all
that,
have to
yeah.
go. So yeah, we're here. Oh yeah, don't forget, we have our fun emotes there. That's hot emote. You're gonna want it. I've been spamming the shit out of that everywhere.
You're gonna want it.
If you sub to us on Twitch, you could use your free Prime sub. You get some fun emotes. That's hot. It's our newest one. You also get the cat hype, the drink check. What's a drink check today, guys? I got a jug of water.
I got coffee.
Nice. Ginger beer
Water.
going on.
Haze-tron IPA.
Hey,
Oh, the only
Ooh,
one
I
of
like
us
that
who's
one.
doing cool shit.
I know. Look
I
at
know.
that.
Well, I made jerky again yesterday, so like I was drinking again. So I was like, I'll just drink water tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Good.
I've been doing that dry January, so yeah, I'm on the ginger beer train.
So you just drink ginger beer and pretend like it's real beer?
No, I just wanted something special for tonight because it's like when I get on the podcast, it just feels so right to have a good, a good brewski. But whatever, it's all good.
Mochi Squeeze said, "Wow, Jacob isn't drinking. Shocked. Thanks.
Paint
Thanks.
him in a great light.
Appreciate that." But that is true. It is kind of shocking.
Yeah, she's not wrong.
I know. It's because I like to have a beer when I'm podcasting because I'm just having so much fun. So yeah,
Oh yeah,
deal with
I
that.
agree.
Deal with that shit. I wonder why my
However-
soundboard didn't save.
However, I might take a weed gummy like halfway through this episode, so it might get a little loopy on the back half.
See, now that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
So quick. So that song that was just playing, Animal Collective. Not the biggest fans. Not the biggest fan of that. I like Panda Bear.
I really like
Panda Bear, right?
some Animal Collective. I'm a big fan of for sure, but
Yeah,
not,
I mean they have
it's-
some
it's
good
a-
songs, but like, yeah, that song's so weird.
And I'll pretend I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so will I. Because I heard nothing.
Yes,
Yeah, I
that's right.
also heard nothing, so I can only imagine. But I like the song I like the song
banging.
I like the song My Girls. I like Brother Sport. I like they've got this one really experimental album where there's like these big long 21-minute long songs, but they're pretty good.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah,
trippy.
Spotify is tripping. There we go. Yeah, man. So, Animal Collective, some are all right, but Panda Bear is good. I like those albums like way more. It's the
Yeah.
singer from Animal Collective and like his personal project. So I recommend you
Yeah.
check that out.
I like him a lot too. He's a good one for
That's
sure.
hot.
And Panda Finn's a good one too, so that's good.
Yeah, that's correct. And he's in chat. Guys, it's Neon Pocket Dimension. We get nerdy. We like to talk about the nerdy things we did last week, this week, whatever. And that little segment is called the WYBNOO. We got a WYBNOO shirt. That's right. One day you'll have your own WYBNOO shirt. I love to wear it as often as I can. By the way, I did wear it at CES. I don't know if I said that last week, and he's wearing it now. So expect that shirt eventually. But we're getting into right now the WYBNOO, our patented saying, which stands for what you've been nerding out on. So who wants to go first this week?
We haven't heard from Miguel in a while. I nominate
I was
you.
gonna say nose goes, and
Come on.
Go on, Miguel.
I'll go.
oh fuck you guys. Okay, I did write some stuff. For fucking plain, you don't know how nose goes?
Hey, you don't know
I love
about Nose
Nose.
Goes?
I love the nose goes.
You
No,
were
no, no,
already
no.
you were nominated pre Nose Goes.
That's true.
That's bullshit.
I'm gonna
It's
turn this
fine.
light back on for a second.
Okay. Anyway, what have I been nerding out on? True Detective season 4, episode 1.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck! I gotta start it. I'm so excited.
So fucking good. It's really good. I have high hopes for this season. If you have watched True Detective at all, season 1 really good. Season 2 not so good. Season 3 also it was good. I liked it. I like season 3. Season 4, I like the way it started. I'm hoping it's good. I like the characters so far. I kind of like. I don't know where it's going, so we'll see. It was very very good though. Very good episode. So I watched that. That was the most recent thing I watched. I finished a documentary called Curry and Cyanide about this Indian lady who killed 6 of her family members.
Oh, I
in
saw
India.
that, but I didn't watch it. But
Give
I
it a
saw
watch. It's very interesting.
Okay.
And apparently the trials are still going on, so I don't know if she's been convicted yet or not, but definitely give that a watch. That was good. I continue to watch Star Wars Rebels. I'm in the middle of season 2 now. I haven't finished it yet. Like on episode 15 or 16. So that's obviously good. I watched this weird movie called Nocebo on Hulu, which was an Irish-Filipino joint production where this Filipino just shows up at some woman's house and starts. It's kind of weird, and she's like a witch doctor. I won't ruin it. You probably you don't need to watch it, but let's just say you find out that the white lady killed the Filipino lady's daughter, and she's kind of there to get exact revenge. It was pretty good. The end of the movie comes out of nowhere, and I was like, okay, that was cool. That was definitely worth it. And then I started watching The High Life, which is on HBO, which has Robert Pattinson in it. It's like some sci-fi movie from like
Oh, I did see that.
2019.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen. I fell asleep, but I woke up right at the scene where they introduced the fuck box.
The fuck
Yep.
box.
That's
Yep.
literally what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Okay, right on.
It's a really weird movie, but I do like
It's a
it.
very strange from what I've seen so far. I need to go back and finish it. But yeah, there's like a box where people go in and pleasure themselves, and then everyone can see when you come. It's very interesting.
Oh,
Yes.
Well, that's all right.
Yes,
Right on,
I
dude.
wrote down the High Life fuck box because that was like, oh, okay. This is very interesting. But I guess it's about a bunch of prisoners who are choose to get put on a spaceship that are going towards a black hole for like science, and that's their prison. So yeah, so I'm going to finish it eventually. But I've been playing. I almost finished Blasphemous, but I chose not to finish it because it was hard. So I'm like on the second to last boss. I'm probably going to go back to it at some point. Then I started playing Control,
Oh,
Ooh.
yay.
and that game's been fun.
Yeah.
So I don't know how far into that I am. I've just been kind of dicking around with it. So, but
Oh,
overall,
yeah.
You're going to love it.
I'm sure I've done other things too. So, but
Mhm.
those are the things I wrote down and the things. I remember.
Blasphemous looks really cool, but it also looks really hard. I don't know if it's for me, but maybe.
No, honestly, it's not. I didn't think it was that bad until I got to that boss that I'm on now.
Mm.
That's pretty bad, and it's one of the last bosses. So
Oh, you're
but
almost there.
overall, it's fun. Yeah, I'm pretty much at the end of the game. But the character design, the level design, that whole game is just really cool in general.
Yeah, it's got
and,
an incredible art style.
yeah, and that was recommended to me by a friend of mine. So, and I was like, thank you for recommending that because I enjoyed it. So,
Nice.
that's kind of my WYBNOO, I suppose.
I'm going to scoot over a tiny bit. Nice. Who else wants to go?
I'll jump in.
All right.
Rochambeau. I've been
man.
I've been nerding out on jury summons.
Ooh,
No,
fun.
I know. We'll see. No, I'm just kidding. That's not really. But I just got that today. I wouldn't mind it if it wasn't just disruptive of other things in life. If like I had randomly could actually just like not have to do anything else and do jury duty, it'd be kind of cool. But
I mean, does your job pay you for it?
no, I'm a contractor, so it doesn't really work that way.
I guess at my job, they pay you your full salary while you're at jury duty. So if you get a check from jury duty, you have to give it back.
Oh, interesting. Got it.
Yes.
Word. Yes, what have I been nerding out on? I started back on Cyberpunk.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I just got the hankering the other night. I was like, I'm getting close to the end of Jedi Survivor, but I was just like not feeling it for whatever reason one night the other night. I was like, I'm gonna start Cyberpunk again because I got the Phantom Liberty expansion and I wanted to check out 2.0 and all that kind of stuff. And I'm really excited to be back in that world. I kind of like forgot that how much I like that game. I think like it's like my first impression of that game was always really good because I had a really good experience on Series X when it first came out. I had like, some funky like
No game-breaking bugs for you?
no, like maybe some random T-posing or like the occasional like shaky gun or something like that. But like and the radio used to regularly not turn on in the car. That was the one thing. But that was kind of like, a little annoying, but whatever. But then there was so much discourse after I played it because I played it like right when it came out. That was one of the rare games I pre-ordered. And there was so much discourse after I played it that I feel like it kind of infected my perception of what I actually enjoyed about that game. So coming back to it, I'm like, oh yeah, I fucking love this world and I love the whole setup from it and stuff. So, and it's just like after playing Starfield, like going into those cutscenes where people are talking to you in first person and you're getting in cars and everyone's just doing stuff around you. It's like
It's such a trip, man. You're just like,
Yeah.
what the hell happened here? Like,
yeah, it's night and day difference for sure.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so I'm loving it again. I haven't gotten to the Phantom Liberty element of it yet, but I will say 2.0 has already done a lot of really cool stuff. There's my girl Judy. Shout out to Judy.
pretty.
Yeah, it's already done all the perk systems and stuff. I think are way more streamlined. Something that I think actually happened a while ago, but I didn't have in my thing is transmog, where you can be wearing cool clothes with the effects of other shit. Which thank God, because I always wanted to look super cool in that game, and I always ended up wearing goofy ass shit. So, so yeah, that makes me happy. Anyways, I'm excited. I'm female V again. I at one point started a male V, but I just like female V so much better. I think I just think her performance is a lot better. So I'm doing round 2. Yeah. That's kind of it. I've just been like, I've been. I'll be honest. I'm really nerding out on our upcoming fantasy critic draft.
Yep.
I'm like oddly excited about it this year. I played fantasy football this year, and because it's kind of like one of the last like activities I have with like some of my old high school friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a way for us to like kind of keep in touch. But I'm so done like paying attention to football on a regular basis, and I know almost no one who's playing in the league anymore except for like some 49ers. So I was just so apathetic about fantasy football this year. And then I'm just a total nerd, so I'm very excited about this, and I'm just stoked we have some like more teams, and it's going to be a little more strategic because this year's got a lot of good games, but it's not quite as like banger as last year was. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So I made a bunch of logos for that. We've been making some stuff. That Gauge Company is my team this time around, and yeah, I'm just excited for this coming Sunday. It's this coming Sunday, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. So that's kind of it.
Sunday.
I guess I'll jump in with that.
Go ahead.
There you go.
I did. At the top of it, I want to talk about Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
Look at you
This is
getting on that.
in early access with Ubisoft Plus, or Ubisoft Premiere now or something like that. Premium.
Mhm.
There we go.
Yeah.
Anyways, paid $18. I have it on the PC cloud and Xbox, and I tried it just with the Xbox last night. Yeah, last night. Played about 3-ish hours. Already encountered a few bosses, or a boss and a few mini bosses. There's a lot to this game. And when I say that, like, a lot coming at you fairly quickly. Like, you have new upgrade paths, like, probably every 15 minutes, maybe. Like, hey, here's a new thing you're added to your, like, catalog of ways to build out your prince. Or not your prince, sorry. Your immortal, they call them. Because it's like the 7 immortals. So, story so far, I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of just backdrop dressing at this point, from what I remember. Oh, someone gets kidnapped. Oh, go save this person, right? I think I'm just getting into the meat and potatoes of it, to be honest with you, though. We're just starting to uncover this like tower of time, right? Where time kind of flows differently for every single person that's in there.
Whoa.
So you're starting to see some weird shit happen in the game. So that's more like the dialogue I could take or leave, to be honest with you. It's kind of not so far not great in my opinion.
I feel you.
But the concept of the story is really cool. So they got me in there. Combat is punchy, it's precise. I saw someone who was writing an article about move over Hollow Knight. This is the new
Wow.
king for that. And I don't know yet. I don't know if it's like quite there yet, but it does feel as tight. The combat makes sense. Like it almost plays like they say. I think I heard kind of funny say it plays kind of like a fighting game, right? With how you can kind of build combos and kit out. That way, there's like a super even, like you charge up a super essentially. So yeah. So far, like I said, the platforming is great, and I'm playing on normal right now, and I'm having a challenge even. So like,
Nice.
obviously, I want to. This seems like one of the games I probably will try to 100% because I'm playing on. I don't know if I'm playing on exploration or guided. Probably guided. But there's a mode in there. You can choose between exploration and guided. Guided shows you pretty much where everything is and like gives you a path to follow. It doesn't show you everything, but it gives you like, here's the golden path to stay on the main story or whatever.
Cool.
And it gives you some like It gives you something to like track the map easier. I think you take click pictures to like, hey, this
Mhm.
is where I use this power upgrade, and then you go back to it. But
Oh, that seemed like a really cool
Yeah.
element to a Metroidvania, especially because, one of those things that happens always for me is like I get a new power and then I'm like, okay, am I gonna comb through every area that I've already been through to see if that power is applicable now? Where it's like, yeah, it makes sense that if you like just take a snapshot of it, so it'd be like, okay, I'm gonna come back here because I can't get up to that spot right now, but eventually I bet you can, that kind of thing.
They implemented something like that in Blasphemous where you can put icons on the map.
dude,
Nice.
So it was very, very helpful.
I just think like there's like that. There's always been the pain point with a lot of Metroidvanias that like I don't want to go backtrack. Like I don't want to backtrack, but if I have to backtrack, I want to know where I'm going at least.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
And this one, when you get a new upgrade, like when I got the bow, right, it popped up icons on the map where there were like, hey, this is where you can use that bow now. So,
Oh, okay.
Whoa, I love that.
so
That's
it's
cool.
not, it's telling you where to go, but I feel like you can choose to turn that off if you want. So,
I was gonna. That's also makes me think of though, like that's helpful for an adult.
yep,
Like
that's
when
why
I
I'm
was a
using it.
kid, I'd be like, no, get that shit out of here. I've got all the time in the world, but
Yeah.
as an adult, I ain't got time anymore, right? So it's
Yeah.
very helpful to be like, no, just go here, just play the game, and go move on with your fucking life.
Serious.
Totally.
And enjoy the combat, which is excellent, by the way. And then the bosses were like the biggest thing I was kind of taken aback by was just the frequency of them, and then some of the enemies feel like mini bosses too when you're going and doing encounters because
I don't remember Prince of Persia being that fantastical, but just looking at that footage, is it because it's sort of a spin-off and it's I don't know, I guess I just don't remember like nearly as many like weird creepy monsters and stuff like that. But
I mean they've always had like ghoul kind of things, right?
Yeah.
Like demonic
yeah.
for lack of a better word. Are you talking about the 3D ones or the
Yeah,
the
I don't know.
originals?
I've only really played Sands of Time, so yeah.
Yeah, then it wouldn't. I guess I could definitely see the confusion there. But yeah, the Warrior Within had a lot of that, and then the following one also had that. So it's kind of similar. They have definitely less like they have definitely more enemy variety than before. So
Right on.
that is good.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember combat in the original Prince of Persia. That's just me though. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I
think I
kinda-
do either.
The original, or like on the Commodore 64 and shit.
Yeah, like super
Wow.
old. I don't remember combat at all, dude.
I think you had a sword, but you definitely were like walking and jumping to shit a lot and doing rolls.
Yeah, there was a lot more walking and jumping. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, this one just takes a lot of the pain points. It's probably one of the smoothest 2D platformers I've ever played.
Cool.
Just as far as like, you want it to work the way it does, and it proves out here. So
nice. Cool. Is that it for you?
I don't know if I want to bring this up now, but I saw the Iron Claw.
What's that?
It's about the God, who is this about? It's about a wrestling family. Von Erich, I believe. The Von Erichs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, a coworker went and saw that.
Yeah, and dude, if you want to cry, go watch this movie.
Really?
If you want,
Huh.
if you just want to like be in for it when it comes to that, yeah. Just a bunch of tragedies. It just follows the tragedies of that family and how like the dad pushed him too hard to do things and it caused a lot of problems, and
Mm-hmm.
the mom was basically absent. So yeah, I don't know how like close it is to like the true story or whatever. It's just obviously dramatized, right? But
Mm-hmm.
there's just a lot of terrible shit happens in the movie. So but also Zac Efron, what the hell, man?
Yeah, he's great.
But like he bulked up, dude.
Yeah, look at him. Pretty buff to me.
Yeah, it's just so weird, and it's like some of it is about like a lesson about like toxic masculinity,
Mm-hmm.
and like how it can negatively impact your kids, obviously. So, I thought it was really cool. It's got him. He's from the Bear.
Oh,
Oh,
the
it's
bear
got
guy.
Lip.
Yep.
Lip.
And then
Lip.
You're calling him
Yeah.
Lip.
Yeah, his name's fucking Lip, dude.
The bear.
Lip.
The bear's
no,
the
fuck
new
that
thing.
shit.
No,
I don't
fuck
give
you.
a
The
shit.
bear's good. Fuck you,
I
bro.
watched it from Shameless,
The
dude.
fuck, bro?
I know him
Shitting
from
on it.
Shameless.
He'll
shitting
always
on the
be
bear?
Lip. He'll always be Lip from Shameless,
He'll
but I do
always
love the
be
bear.
fucking Lip, dude.
You know
I don't
what?
care what you say.
You trying to tell
Lip.
me Daniel Radcliffe is just Harry Potter, you asshole?
I mean,
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
no,
he is.
no.
Yeah.
He's
He
also
fucking
Guns.
is,
He's
yes.
Guns
And tell
Akimbo,
me-
bro.
Tell me
Guns
Elijah
Akimbo.
is not Frodo Baggins. Come on. He's always
No.
going to be Frodo.
No, he's fucking
He's that dead body
Harry
who farts a
fucking
lot.
Potter, dude.
I'm sick of this conversation. Let's move on.
Solid.
Cool. Yeah, it's the Iron Claw, so we'll have to watch it. That sounds
Yeah.
good.
It's
Sounds good to me.
if like I said, if you want to be sad and cry, that's a good movie to do it.
I
sometimes I
typically
do.
don't. I typically don't like being sad or crying. So
I usually I'm only sad and crying during movies if it's animals.
mm, big
So
big surprise. Big
Yeah.
surprise. Cool. Is that all you got for me?
Yeah, that's it for my one.
All right on, guys. So for my WYBNOO, it's not a ton of stuff, all right? So just relax. Just fucking relax, okay? First of all, enter Eager Excellence, the greatest publisher of the year.
You didn't bring up my
2024. 2024. Eager Excellence. I made this logo for my publisher in
God
the
damn it.
fantasy
Producer
draft.
perks. Look
today.
at this dude.
well, that's
But
fucking
hey, hold
bullshit,
on.
dude.
Hey, hold on. All right. Don't worry. We'll bring up the other one.
Shameless self
We're
promotion.
gonna bring the other one up, all right? Just take
The
it
league
easy.
logo. The league
Ooh.
logo, at least.
That was the wrong.
Yeah.
No. They don't get to see that shit till Sunday. All right.
Okay,
why are
you're
you
right.
even talking
you're right.
about it?
That's fine. Oh, there you go. Thanks,
Because
buddy.
I made the logo today. All right.
You're being real needy about the logo, dude.
I'm telling you about. It's my turn to nerd out, sir. Do
Please,
not
please.
silence me in the dimension. The dimension is unsilenceable.
He has the
Um,
pocket stick.
He's got
I
the
will stab
Oh,
you
it's
with
like
the
that?
goddamn pocket stick.
pocket. I got a pocket protector, so just be careful.
No wink on Gage's shirts, that's for sure.
So yeah, got the new PC, so I've been doing that. I've been playing games, all sorts of games. Of course, been playing Liza P, which is an excellent video game. If you haven't played it, it's on Game Pass. You should play it. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. Also, I just wanted to show you guys that if you wanted to play the original Prince of Persia, you could just Google play Prince of Persia online, and then you could just play Prince of Persia. Oh,
Oh,
whoa!
that was
Whew.
fun.
I'm gonna have to edit that sound.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, that's probably good. I probably shouldn't do this. Oh,
Oh,
there's the music.
dude.
They
So
kept
there you
that,
go.
right? Right,
Oh,
Steve?
Oh,
could
yeah,
definitely-
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you guys
No,
heard it too
actually-
because it was the window I was
Yeah.
in.
So,
Yeah, we
so,
heard
like little point on that though, music is actually really fucking good in that game.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah.
cool.
That's good. So yeah, Liza P.
well-
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Sorry, Gareth Coker is one of the producers on that. So
Cool.
Nice.
I don't know any of the people of the Coker family, but okay.
Mm.
Liza P, good video game. It's roguelike, or it's not a roguelike. I'm sorry, everything's a fucking roguelike nowadays. First thing I want to say, it's a Souls-like video game. It very much feels like a Souls-like video game. We've talked about it a lot, but I'm just excited because I'm almost done beating it. I'm pretty close to the end, I know. The only thing is, like, because I didn't select a certain weapon from, like, the boss ergo crystals or whatever, it locks you out of like a certain quest turn in. Essentially, you have to have like a weapon to get like a certain outfit. I don't think it really matters that much, you know what I mean? So at least it's not a big deal. But I'm like, damn it, now if I want that cool outfit, I have to like play through it again. But I mean, they're meant to be played more than once. So having fun with it. Definitely went the like dexterity route. I forget the word for it. It's motivity and something, whatever the dexterity equivalent is. Um, Definitely a lot of fun. I have the Chinese saber weapon, which you get to spin around and do a bunch of crazy moves and stuff. So having a lot of fun with that. Also playing, still playing Elden Ring. When I'm downstairs playing with the Xbox. I'm getting pretty close. Although here's the funny thing, right? I always forget how long that game is because I'm like Randy's quest, no big deal. I'll just bust it out real quick. And then as I'm doing Ronnie's quest, it just keeps going on and on and on and on. And I'm like, oh yeah, now I'm at the Lake of Rot. Oh, okay. Wait, now I got to do this thing. Oh shit. I'm still not even to the top of that one area. You know what I mean? And like, I'm also doing like trying to do the other quests too. Like I fed the potion to the dung eater so I could get his puppet, but then I didn't immediately go to buy his puppet, and I did the next step in Ronnie's quest line. So then he died, and then I was like, damn, I didn't even need to worry about giving him the stupid potion, Celavis's potion. So point is, these Souls game and the quests, man, they're pretty tough if you're not using guides. And I'm not using any guides this time around because I've used enough guides to hopefully remember, but I forget like freaking everything. But
that's what I've been doing too. Yeah, it's the dung eater one I also forget, and I also realized there's is her name Millicent? Who's the like rot daughter? Yeah,
Millicent.
I found out a cool thing this time around that I didn't realize that time. I don't necessarily want to spoil it, but you know the dude who gives you that quest?
Yeah.
He's in that little shack. He's harboring a secret that I didn't see in my first playthrough.
I know about that secret. It's so funny because in my very first playthrough, there was messages around him, and then this isn't a spoiler, okay? But the message just says attack him now, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna do that. And then I just kind of looked online. I was like, oh, that's interesting. So good times. The game continues to be great. Elden 3 still coming at you, but as you guys know, I'm doing the faith build on this character like I'm gonna do on the Elden 3 character, so it's just kind of priming me up to which weapons I'm going to pick up and use and whatnot, because I'm going to do a slightly different build and go arcane and stuff. So enjoying that. In terms of PC games, I downloaded League of Legends. Probably should just uninstall it like right away.
Yeah, be careful with that. Be careful, dude.
Well,
it's like your friend saying like, hey dude, I bought some crack.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it's not even that. It's just I don't want to deal with the fucking toxicity. Here's the Storm. I'll play it. There was a brand new there's a PTR thing going on with Here's the Storm. I think they're starting to work on it again, which is exciting because it's a MOBA I like. Also, Smite 2 was just announced. And so I put in my alpha hopefully I get into like the alpha playtest. But I put in my, my entrance.
Also,
whatever.
I saw that the Dave the Diver devs today, they were talking about on KFGD that team is making a weird looking MOBA thing. Pretty wild.
Oh Jesus! Oh, there's a cat.
That was weird.
Sorry, I accidentally clicked over to the other monitor and made it full screen. So just playing a lot of games on the PC. The other night I played Starfield, which I just want to see, I just want to actually sit down and play some of it on the 4K TV with the PC, which was kind of fun. It's just really hard to control the space. The space combat sucks on a mouse and keyboard, so I just got to make sure to also have the controller next to me. So when I do get in the cockpit, I'm like, all right, now I'll fly. It's just much easier with the controller, but it runs so well. It's fun, I'm messing around in there. But mostly, I was playing Baldur's Gate 3, which is really it runs so well on this computer, and like I hadn't really sat down by myself and like really like got into it, because even as far as I've gotten, I've sort of like been kind of skipping through things and not really like fully immersing myself into the dialogue and like like I'm just kind of I'm just like walking through the game, not really like dedicating myself to it. But when I sat down and did that the other night on this computer, I was like, I see why people like this game.
Yeah.
That's why I did my post. I think on the Discord or no, I was in Kind of Funny chat, and I'm like, guys, the Baldur's Gate 3 game might be pretty good.
Yep.
And everyone's like, yeah, it might have some legs.
Yeah, one of these days, I just feel like I need to clear a solid space for that game. But there's a gap in this year's releases that, at least as far as stuff that I care about, that I could see that taking the fill of. So.
There was something else too. Oh yeah, I got Ableton all set up, so I've been dinking around in there, messing with music, looking at my old projects and stuff. So pretty excited for that. And we started watching Monarch: Legacy of Monsters on Apple, which it's tied to the whole like Kong/Godzilla verse stuff that's happening still, kind of currently. I think there's three movies. There's the King Kong movie, there's the Godzilla movie, and then there's Godzilla versus King Kong, King of Monsters, or whatever the hell.
I thought they were. I honestly thought they were done with that.
There's 2014 Godzilla King of the Monsters, Godzilla versus Kong, and then Kong Skull Island. I think 4 right now.
There's 4. Are you sure?
Yeah, because Kong Skull Island is the first one for the Kong thing, and then there's Godzilla versus Kong, but then there's Godzilla 2014 and Godzilla King of the Monsters.
No, I thought. Okay, sure.
King of the Monsters is
so
the second
there's just
Godzilla,
a whole ass other movie that I forgot, like because are they that forgettable?
To be fair,
I was gonna say you're probably not missing much, dude.
King of the Monsters was terrible.
I've seen all of them.
It's got Millie Bobby Brown in it.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was Godzilla versus Kong.
No, Godzilla versus Kong is the one with the guy from Atlanta in it, and
Kong.
I think Godzilla versus Kong.
Mechagodzilla.
That's the one that's forgettable because I think I half watched it because I was like, we watched the first 30 minutes and I was like, this isn't going so well. And then, I was like, I'm done. But anyway, yes, there is a TV show on Apple Plus right now. It's in that universe and it's about the shadow government arm that like fucks with all the monsters. And so far it's actually pretty good. But like, will we see the monsters? Who knows? I mean, you see like some monster stuff. But so far, it's like 2% of what I've seen.
Yeah, I bet you the budget-wise, it's probably pretty tough.
Yep. What's happening in the chat right now? Where does Matthew Broderick come into play?
Matthew Broderick was in the 2001, but
that's 2001.
He was also, but he was also Ferris Bueller, so he had the day off. So that's where I was going with that.
All this Godzilla talk though, and I should be watching Godzilla -1, but I'm gonna have to wait till I can rent it.
You should definitely have watched that.
We just haven't gotten to the movies much, so
now, hopefully the monochrome version comes out again, and I'll watch that again.
Oh yeah, they're making that, and I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, well they're releasing the color version or something, I think.
No, the black and white, the monochrome version in Japan.
There you go. Okay.
And apparently that movie made more money here than it did in Japan. So.
Weird.
Yeah.
Huh. Tripping me out. I feel like there was something else big, but I'm not going to even go into that. So
it is coming out in U.S. theaters. I'm going to go see that. Thank you, Mr. Hawks.
Yeah, thanks.
Nice. Yeah, I saw something was releasing here, so it must have. I thought it was the color version. It's the colorless version. So there you go.
I'll take my girl to that because she missed it the first time around. So there we go.
Cool. All right, and that'll be the WYBNOO for today. So Jesus Christ, excuse me. I ate right before we got on camera. We're gonna get into 2023 stuff, baby boys and baby girls. So just so you know, this is the last time we could talk about last year. All right, no more talking about 2023 after tonight. So everything you want to say about 2023, you have to get it out tonight. Okay. Now, your last episode, we talked about video games. We gave out our awards. We talked about all the video game stuff. Tonight, we're not talking about video game stuff. We're talking about everything else. Okay? All right.
Except for Miguel, what was your game of the year last year?
Oh, a game that came out last year that was my game of the year.
Or not.
Well, I don't play new games. My game of the year last year. You know what? This is gonna sound bad. This is gonna be Mass Effect. I just enjoyed
perfect. I called
that. Fucking game, dude. It was fucking awesome. It was sort of like when I played what was it? I was gonna say Elden Ring, but Skyrim the year before that.
Oh yeah.
That was fucking great, dude. So,
Those
it's super relevant.
Relevant
It's
to
your
you.
game of the year.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Cool. So we got that out of the way. No more video games. No more video games. So I thought we would start out with movies first. So we're not giving out awards or anything, but all we're doing is we're just going to talk about the year, last year, the things that happened last year, the things that came out last year that we like or we didn't like or whatever. So does anyone have any specific movies they wanted to bring up or anything like that? Or I could just like run through a list.
I'll watch one. I'll say shout out one really fast that I just watched the other day. I didn't put it on my WYBNOO because I knew we were going to talk movies, but it was very odd. It made me feel very weird. But it was called May December.
Oh yeah.
Got Natalie Portman in it, and what's her name? Can't remember. But
Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore, thank you. And it was a very strange movie. It's about this actress who goes to kind of do some research for the role that she's gonna play, and it's about this woman who essentially molested a young kid, and then they ended up like falling in love and getting married.
Yeah.
And so he's like, what, 30 years younger than her or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And he's been with her since he was in 7th grade, and she was at a full-blown like 36 at the time or something like that. Anyways, very strange movie. Very strange
Netflix movie.
Yeah, it's Netflix. So did
That's
you?
Yeah.
Netflix, right? Okay.
So this movie is based off of a true story. First of all, did you know that?
Did not know that.
Yes.
Holy
So,
shit.
not the actor bit, right? So Natalie Portman's character is completely made up, has nothing to do with reality. But that woman really did this. She was the teacher of this kid who was like, I think 12 when their sexual relationship pretty much started. I think, or 13 when they started fooling around, which is like, you're molesting a child straight up. And then
100%.
she went to prison for it, but then they kind of like let her out for some reason. And
Well,
then
she had a baby. She had his baby in prison.
That is
Yeah.
true. But at one point, essentially, they let her out for like a day to do something, and she like fucked him again and got pregnant again, and then had another baby while also still in prison. And so she's just this horrible person. And then when she got out of prison, of course, then they got married. Yeah, Mary Kay Letourneau. What, I don't know.
Letourneau.
Is that really her name? Anyway, point is, there is a documentary about it that we watched before watching this movie that I recommend you watch, because it is like that woman like talking about stuff, and it's disgusting, it's horrible, and that's what makes that movie really interesting. But like the movie itself shot really fucking weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going for. I feel like they want to evoke like the
soundtrack was
90s
so
or
odd.
something. Yeah, the soundtrack I hated. I fucking
Me too.
hated.
It was
that
like it was
soundtrack.
like it was like some it was like a telenovela, like daytime drama soundtrack. It was very strange.
Yeah, I feel like what they're going for was to evoke like 90s films or something like that. To some degree, because it was a story from the 90s. I don't really know. Point is, movie's okay. I found it to be sort of interesting, but definitely look up the true crime doc of that Mary Kay lady. I think it's on the ID channel or Netflix, or I don't know. Just Google it.
Cool.
Check that shit out. But yeah, glad you watched it, because Joy and I watched it too. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, it was weird, but it was just mostly just for the weirdness of it. I was like, wow, that made me feel weird.
Yeah, but just so you guys know, she never really, besides going to prison for a few years, like she got to just kind of live a normal life. And even though they got divorced, on her deathbed, because she had cancer, he was there still, and like never really thought anything was wrong with the situation from his point of view. But he was clearly groomed and
Totally
horrible.
brainwashed, man.
Yeah, totally. So really sad
I
stuff.
will say some of the best acting in that movie was the kid that she ends up married. Like, he does such a good job at his stature, like always being kind of childish, even though he's like this big like, you know, Samoan looking, like kind of like, you know, he's really ripped and stuff. Yeah, he just does a great job at like acting like a 15-year-old, even though he's 36 or whatever. Like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. Another movie from last year that we watched that we have to talk about because I mean everyone talks about this goddamn movie, so let's get it out of the way. Saltburn. Did you guys watch it?
I haven't seen it yet.
Anyone here watch it?
What was so weird about it? I don't understand.
Did you watch it?
It wasn't that strange. Yeah, I did.
It just has some gross stuff happening in it. I think it's shot really well. I like the music.
I honestly didn't. I like the movie. I kind of like how it ends. It's very interesting.
Right.
As far as it being like gross and weird, I've seen worse.
Exactly.
This was tame to me. This was nothing. I have seen worse.
I saw a take on Saltburn on Twitter that basically said the same thing. Like, yeah, based on like what everyone was saying, I expected this to be the most fucked up movie in the world, and I'm like, they could have gone further. Like, make it really gross. Like
there was nothing really gross about it. That gross about it.
Yeah,
the stuff that he did, people are into. Like, people do these things.
Yeah, I mean,
it's nothing like outlandish or anything, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think overall it's just a ridiculous film, but I don't know. It's entertaining. I don't know.
I was entertained.
Have that exact conversation like a week ago
about Saltburn.
I remember hearing something about the Serbian man. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it could have been. Well, I have to bring it up again on this episode.
Maybe I'm just going crazy now.
It's possible. I mean, we've talked about Saltburn before, but I'm just saying we had to at least have a quick conversation about it.
Okay.
I honestly did not think it was that bad, and to all of you who did, I feel bad for you.
Watch
Maybe you should feel bad for me.
Maybe, I think that's maybe more the case.
Maybe you should feel bad for me.
Feel bad for Miguel, everyone.
I don't know, or go see some weirder movies. Yeah, go see a Serbian film.
It's strange.
I don't want to watch.
Give it a watch. Film. I enjoyed it. It was a good movie.
Yeah, I didn't think it was bad. I thought
Naked Lunch or something.
I thought it was an interesting movie. I'll never watch again.
Probably, yes.
You know.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's where I'm at with it. I'm just going through movies I have seen this year.
Leave the World Behind was pretty cool. I like that movie.
Okay, I didn't see that one. What are your thoughts on it?
It's good. The premise of it is kind of, you know, this family is out on vacation at like this fancy, I mean, I don't know if it's an Airbnb, but something like that. And and essentially the internet goes down and TV goes down and radio goes down and pretty much like all communication goes down. They're in Long Island, I think. And so it's just this whole thing of kind of, you know, what a modern person can do when everything fails. And it gets deeper than that, but it's kind of about mistrust and, you know, like just it has elements of like what happened during the pandemic, some of that stuff, you know, like whatever. But it's it kind of reminds me of this one movie called Z for Zachariah, which I watched a couple years back, maybe like 6 years back. But it's good. It's there's got some funny moments. It's definitely weird, but I liked it a lot.
Cool.
No, I agree. That was a good movie. If you haven't seen it, I was pleasantly surprised with it, to be honest with you. So.
Totally.
Right on. It's on the list. A lot of people said to watch it. Steven, what movie did you watch in 2023?
I just want to give Super Mario Bros. A shout out here.
Woo! I love that movie.
Because I went to watch it with my boys and my brother, and it was a hell of a time. You know, my brother and I having that nostalgia for Mario certainly helps bolster some of that, because it was just really cool, like almost like a handing down of the mantle kind of moment, right? Like, hey, no, like, oh, you were into Mario kind of, but this movie like kickstarted, hey, and they wanted to go home and play Mario afterwards. So
that's very cool.
You know, I think I think what they did here is obviously you know, an Illumination style movie, right? With all pretty much all the trappings that you would expect from those. But you know, I think there are some standout things. The soundtrack was pretty decent. I didn't think it was amazing, but you know, had some interesting picks, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it was just a fun time to see with my kids. So
Hell yeah.
And we went to a birthday party not like maybe a month or so ago, and that was playing in the background, and every kid around was watching that movie. So
That's
Hell
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, I love the movie. I bought it on Amazon, so I just have a copy now forever, and I can watch it whenever, which is great. And I thought, like the score was decent. Like they did, they did the stuff, like you
Yep.
heard the Mario themes, but the licensed music was cringe.
Yep.
As always with these fucking movies for children, they just like put dumb music in there.
Why did I need Hero? I didn't need that.
Yeah,
I just don't ever want to hear that in a movie ever again.
Right,
I don't
please.
know. Yeah. Exactly.
make it stop, please. Let's talk quickly about Five Nights at Freddy's. Did you guys watch this movie?
Yes.
What'd you
No,
think?
I did not.
So I went to watch it with my kids. Is another one.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling us about that a little
Like
bit.
I mean, it's not the worst thing ever, but it doesn't do anything crazy. Doesn't do anything outstanding. It's just kind of middle of the road.
Yeah.
And I guess if you'd really be nerding out if you were like fucking heavy into FNAF, right? Which I never was, but my kids are, and they're kind of over there like having their own sidebar conversation the whole time things are going on, right? William Afton. I'm like, who the fuck is William Afton?
I like William Afton.
Yeah, but
No, I'm just kidding.
who was it that played? Who was it that played the hiring manager? I don't want to give anything away.
Oh my God. I can't.
He
remember.
he was in all Matthew Lillard.
Thank you. Fuck.
Oh, okay.
God, yeah.
He did pretty good
Scooby?
in the movie. I will
Yeah,
say.
Scooby.
Not Scooby, Shaggy. Shaggy.
Zoinks!
He did good with what he got, right? Obviously,
Zoinks, Shaggy.
it's like punching above its weight as a B movie a little bit, right? But
Yeah, I see what you mean with that. Like the
You know what I
production
mean?
quality
Like,
is up, but it feels like
up,
you're watching a B movie.
but it does feel like I'm watching a B
Mhm.
kind of. So yeah. The concept is really cool, and some of like the dream sequences are interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think if you're into FNAF, I think you'll probably find something to enjoy there.
Yeah, I mean, I still think Willy's Wonderland, as well as the oh my God, what is it? The something show. Oh my God, there's another movie that's like Five Nights at Freddy's. It's not Willy's Wonderland. Both of those are better than this, but I still thought it was fun. Like Mochi Squeeze and I sat down and we watched this on the couch, and we ate popcorn and we had a good time. You know what I mean? So I think it's legit. Like if you have like Max or whatever streaming service it's on, and you want to watch like a dumb horror film, and you can watch it with your kids probably. Right?
I didn't even realize that was on Max.
Yeah, I think it's on Max, or is it on Paramount? I don't know. It's one of those services where they get the movies on there after. I think it's decent enough. What about Fast X?
No, I've only seen Tokyo Drift. It's the only fast movie I've ever
What
seen.
That's
the-
as far as I go as Tokyo Drift.
You haven't even seen the
last one I
first
saw
one?
was the
No, I've never seen the first or second one. Only the third one.
What the fuck? Okay,
Well, no.
this
No,
is
I'm
bullshit. You need
I
to at
watched
least
one,
watch one.
Two
No.
and Tokyo Drift.
No, there's no story continuity that they're missing, Jacob.
No.
No, I'm
really,
not
there's
saying
They're
story
fine. There's
continuity
nothing.
at all. I'm just saying watch the Fast and the Furious, the first film, because I think that's a good movie.
It's got Tyrese in it, right?
No, that's two, bro. That's
That's-
two Fast, two Furious. We're talking about
Okay.
the Fast and the
Fast,
Furious,
yeah.
the very first movie. At least
Paul
watch that one day.
Walker.
Hmm. Maybe.
Just
you guys,
go.
don't do it. It's not gonna happen. It's
Man,
fine.
shut up.
I'd rather watch Triple X if I had
Hey,
to
we
watch
don't
a
No!
movie.
Pocket Dimension.
No,
okay, Jacob?
Triple X is like 6,000 times
No.
worse. That movie's
Well, you don't
horrible.
understand, Steven. There's only one person who can silence you in the pocket dimension. He acts like it's a democracy, but it's not.
Right.
I rule with an iron fist. Nah, it's fine. But no, I
maybe
just
one day.
recommend.
Maybe one day I'll do a fast marathon. We'll see.
I'm not even saying do a marathon. I'm just saying if you feel compelled, you should just watch only the first one. That no other one, because that one holds up. I think. Any other thoughts on Fast X? We didn't even talk about the movie. It was ridiculous. It was fucking ridiculous. That's exactly what we know, and
Oh, you actually watched it?
yeah, we watched it. I've seen every single one.
Why would you
Okay,
do
never
that?
mind then.
But it's
Why would you do that to yourself?
Okay, look,
Yeah.
I like having fun. All right,
Okay.
but
I'm with you.
and I'm not trying to put people on blast here, but Mochi Squeeze loves those movies, and we've
Okay.
marathon all of them at least twice.
You definitely put her on blast.
I'm sure
But
there's some merit
she's-
to those movies that makes
No
people
shade
like them.
though. No shade.
No. I just don't get it personally, right? Like.
No, yeah, exactly. Not for me.
Okay, not all of them. All right, yeah. I mean, no, dude. I will say the worst Fast Universe film though is the Shaw versus whatever.
Hobbs
Hobbs and Shaw is horrible. But if you were to watch any, if you were like, what Fast and the Furious movie could I watch today? The first one.
None of them.
That's it.
None of them.
Also, Barbie came out last year. Did you guys see it?
No.
I
Real
still
quick
have not
before we
seen Barbie, no.
before we jump to Barbie, another really ridiculous movie from last year, 65 with Adam Driver.
Oh
Did
yeah.
everyone watch that?
Was that good?
I remember that.
I wanted that to be good in a bad way, but it wasn't
Yeah.
even good in a bad way.
I wanted it to be awesomely bad also, but it was
Yes.
just kind of mid.
You guys both
Yes.
watch that?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
So we're not even gonna watch Fast and the Furious, but you're gonna watch 65 like some kind of
Yeah.
fucking Goomba.
You know what?
Fuck outta
sci-fi,
here.
Jacob. Fucking
Yeah.
I
sci-fi.
hate you.
That's
I
my
hate
genre.
you.
I should have
just-
watched. I should have watched The Creator instead, but yeah,
I still
you
haven't
should've.
seen that. That's on my list, actually.
yeah.
That's
What's
on the list to watch.
The Creator? Haven't heard that.
Yeah. That's
It's
on Hulu.
Gareth Edwards,
nice. Oh, I like
Rogue
Gareth
One,
Edwards.
Rogue One director, yeah, guy, yeah.
Right on. Awesome. Let's.
Yeah, it's a bad movie. I mean, it wants to be funny and cool, but it's kind of
Adam Driver can't even carry it.
He can't.
I mean, he did his best.
I mean,
Yeah.
don't even get me started on the fucking Star Wars sequel trilogy. All right, because I will pop off about that second movie that I hate.
And you're definitely wrong because the second movie is the
You're
best out of the three. but
wrong.
Let's move on.
You're wrong.
Let us move
I
on.
think he's the
because you
best
are
part of
wrong.
that whole series.
He
Maybe.
tried something.
He is the best part. You're right.
Yeah, he tried something exactly.
Yeah, totally.
I even like
Fuck
the whole
him
Ben.
for trying something. Give me my old shit that I'm used to.
Give me
I
my
like
shit.
I like the Ben Solo turn even in what's it called? Not the Last Jedi, the Rise of Skywalker. There it is.
No, I hate that. That's the worst
I
part.
think
Fucking don't get me started on Star Wars right now,
blue,
please.
blue milk, bro. Come on.
The blue milk is awesome.
I will say I tried to
That
watch
shit-
The Last Jedi the other day and I couldn't get through it. I was like, ugh, I don't want to watch this anymore.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going to be
rough.
honest. I have not watched any of those three, any of those movies at this point since I watched them in theaters.
Same.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe once or twice the first one.
I still
But
the Force Awakens is a good movie. It's just a retreading, but it's still fun.
Yeah, it's decent.
No, I enjoyed it. I was hoping that was a launching off, like a good launch off place, and then we got the second one, which I thought was great
Mhm.
because it reminded me of Empire in a way.
Yeah,
And then we got the third one, and it's like fuck off, dude.
yeah. That is the
Fuck
worst
off.
Star Wars movie for sure. The third one,
Oh yeah.
Episode 9, whatever. Barbie.
Anyway,
was,
moving on.
Barbie was good. It was fun.
I still haven't seen.
Check it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, it was fine. I didn't love it, but I don't really think it's for me, so that's fine.
I mean, I feel like Barbie. It just felt like the Brady Bunch movie, or like like just another
I
one.
remember that. Yeah.
Kind of like Elf, right? Like a movie where a weird character from something that's not in our world has to go into our world. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, do you feel like it was at least different from what we've been getting over the
Yeah.
past few years? And I think that's why people
to some
liked
degree.
it.
Some degree,
'Cause
yeah.
It's fucking different.
I mean, it's still following the same like script writing like template every movie script follows these days. But I just felt like it was visually cool. I had fun with it. You know what I mean? All the dudes, all the Kens were fun too. All the Barbies were fun. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was pretty cool. Check it out. Watch it with your daughter or something. You know what I mean? If you got a daughter.
My cat
Yeah.
daughter.
Yeah,
When she's
yeah.
older, she'll probably check it out.
Yeah,
Watch
maybe.
it with my cat daughter.
Anything Margot Robbie's in, I'll watch. Also, Dungeons and Dragons came out this year. Can you fucking believe that, guys? Or
That's
last
one
year?
I wish
know.
I would have watched.
I still
'cause I
haven't
heard
seen
good
it yet.
things.
I gotta watch it.
Oh, come on, guys! This one I will agree with Jacob on this because that was fucking awesome.
Such a good film.
Dungeons and Dragons was so well done. It's
So it
great.
wasn't cringe at all.
No,
Oh, absolutely not. No, like
Dang.
it's perfect.
excellent.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
It is a great fucking movie. I highly
Yeah.
recommend it.
Cool. I'm
Yeah,
gonna give it a shot.
This is a movie I could probably watch on repeat because A, you guys know I love D&D stuff. B, it's just fun. It's just a fun movie about like cool characters doing cool character stuff. It is also set in Forgotten Realms. So this is like official, like the same world that Baldur's Gate is set in. It's the same exact world, which is also
And it's
really
got
cool.
everything. It's got a lot
has-
of comedy in it. It's funny. There's action. Like
it's
it's
sad.
great, dude.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Everything. And I think they just nail like essentially just much like with Baldur's Gate 3, it nails what D&D is, which is a goofy story with a group of people who are badasses. But there's always like those moments of levity because if you're at the table, you know, no one can have a completely serious moment. Like everyone's trying to like make a joke and stuff. And
Yeah, you're pretending and shit too, so it's like inherently a little like goofy, right? You know.
right, and they nail that aesthetic in this while also having a compelling story and just a good like popcorn flick. So definitely love this. Is like you know, one of my top films from last year, and I cannot believe it came out last year. Last year feels like a lot longer than it.
Yeah,
It's like a lot more happened in 2023 than it felt like.
I feel like what it was is that there was those pandemic years where there was this big lull, and then all the shit from those years just got placed on 2023. So yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong, and we're gonna see that drought. I think either at the end of this year or into 2025 with the writer's strike as well.
Totally.
And then it'll all come flowing yet again. Also, this movie
Holy shit,
came out.
Guardians came out last year. I forgot all about
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was gonna say. Really?
Guardians 3. Yeah, did you guys watch it?
I
I
streamed
haven't
that.
watched like anything Marvel for a long time, other than Loki.
I will say this one was the first thing I watched Marvel that I had been on a drought for a long time on purpose, and I will say I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's
So,
good.
It
Yeah.
was really good. It was very, very good.
If
And you
you
don't need to have seen anything else. You can just watch it by itself.
that's true. Although I would say like maybe watch the first two Guardians movies. Like you could watch
yeah.
Guardians 1, 2, and 3, and it
Yeah.
works.
They're
I
a
meant,
great
like, as
trilogy
far
all
as,
by
like,
themselves.
The other shit
Mhm.
that they've put out in between, you don't need to watch any of that.
Yeah, not really. Technically, not really. Okay, what else we got? We got the animated films. We got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh
You
yeah.
guys watch that?
Yeah, that
Well,
was. I
that's
mean,
good.
it was still stunning. Like I think the animation got even better this time around, and the merging of styles when the different worlds happen and the different types of Spider-Man and the way they all swing and animate. It's fucking amazing. I will say I didn't like the story of this one as much as I liked the first one, but that's okay.
Yeah, I agree. Like on it. Oh well. I mean, it's not really a spoiler. It's more of a caution to say that it ends on a cliffhanger, and I feel like that's what like does the story in.
Me too.
So
Maybe by the time we've seen the full part 2, part 3 of the trilogy, then it'll solidify itself as a masterpiece. But for me, the story definitely fell short. But yeah,
yeah, I totally agree with that. Okay, and then we're getting to the other cool animated film last year that I can remember. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Did you guys watch that one?
Still one I need
Negative.
to catch up on.
Yeah.
Too many games, man, last year.
I
No,
know.
I'm good, dude.
I didn't start catching up on movies until literally like the last 2 weeks of the year, and then yeah, so I haven't seen this either yet.
Well, Joy and I like to watch stuff together, so that's I split my time between those two things. So we watched this one. I think we watched this with like nieces or something. I can't remember. I think their kids were in the mix when we threw this on. But oh yeah, that's right. I put it on when like kids were over at the house. Yeah, our Joy's nephew. But then we ended up watching it on our own afterwards again. And it's good. I think it's actually legit. They sound like kids, which is really interesting because you always like hear Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and they're like adults, they're like 20
Yeah.
something year olds. In this, it's like they're kids, and it's actually really cool. So I recommend it. I think it was a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yep. So besides that, we'll kind of run through. Well, I got a couple horror films. Did you guys see Talk to Me?
No, it's on my list. I really want to watch it soon.
Watch it. Like that to me was the best horror film last year. There
Oh,
was
yeah. I
Doing
watched
some
that.
drugs, talking to
Yeah,
dead people. I'm
we
into
watched
it.
it on
that
Tacos
movie.
and Terror.
Yeah, we watched it. Yeah, that was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Like, it's in the realm of saying like how what's that movie? It Follows was sort of a big deal horror film. You're like, oh, that's something new and different. I wouldn't say Talk to Me is as scary as It Follows, but I'm just saying it's like it was like a newer film that had like some new ideas.
There was a
that
flaw
hit
with
for
It
me.
Follows, but we won't get into that. But that's fine.
Oh, we'll talk about that some other day because I'm curious what you have to say about that. Also,
I already told you. I've told you.
I can't remember anything, so yeah. Oh yeah, you're just saying like she could just sleep with a bunch of people, but no, it doesn't.
Oh,
work.
I do remember
That
that.
doesn't work
now, yeah.
because
Yeah,
she does
yeah.
that. She does that, but let's not
How
get
does
into
it not
that.
work?
Let's
How
not
does
get
it
into
not-
because she literally
Anyway,
does
just-
it, and then they die so fast that it comes
Yeah,
right
but then
back
she
to
just goes to an orgy. Problem solved.
Stop. All right, Evil Dead Rise. Evil Dead Rise came out last year. I thought it was okay. I'm a huge Evil
didn't-
Dead person.
I didn't see it. I was kind of expecting it to be bad.
It's not bad, okay,
Okay.
but it's not like
Yeah.
awesome. You know what I mean? It's like it's okay. It's fine. Also a couple other mentions. Hell House Origins, which I did like. Which I did watch. I did like, and it's probably the best Hell House movie since the first one. You guys probably don't know what I'm talking about, whatever. But I've seen all the Hell Houses, and I'd say Origins probably like is the most interesting one. I also saw VHS 90 no, or 86 or 85
Yeah.
or whatever. That was really good. That came out this year too. I thought it was hella cool. And then I also learned about VHS 90 something. And so I watched them back to back, and I was like, oh yeah, dude, where they're taking the VHS series right now is excellent. They should keep going with it. Really good. Also, No One Will Say, or yeah, No One Can Save You, or whatever that movie was. I thought that was interesting, albeit not great.
Real quick, are the Hell House movies about that one boss from Final Fantasy VII? No. Okay.
No. Definitely not. But
No video games.
just look up. Yeah, you can't talk about video games.
Sorry.
Hell House LLC. Just look it up. If you like found footage movies, the first one's good until the ending, then it really borks it. But I feel like Origins is good throughout. Like I feel like, oh, they finally made a good Hell House movie. So there you go. Okay, so that's all the movies I saw. I could
Oppenheimer was awesome, but yeah, other than that.
I
Well,
haven't seen
did you
that
see
yet either.
Oppenheimer?
I saw
I did.
Oppenheimer.
Okay, so let's talk about it. What do you have to say about Oppenheimer?
I love Christopher Nolan in general. This was like the most like grounded Christopher Nolan movie, maybe. I love shit about nuclear, the atom and all that kind of stuff. History buff about this whole time period. I think it's some of the most fascinating times in human history because the power to unmake our reality and literally end ourselves as a species is a pretty interesting element of human nature. I thought the movie was really, really good and peaked, and then the Trinity test, the scene of the Trinity test is like fucking awesome, and then I'd say it kind of fizzles out, and I feel like it's maybe like 40 minutes too long. but it was good.
Nice.
Yeah, I went. Sorry, go ahead, Jacob.
No, go ahead.
I went to watch this movie, but I had to leave 15 minutes before it ended. So I've still yet to see the ending of this movie, and I don't know if I ever will, to be honest with you.
I wish the end. I wish they had ended. I wish they had done something in the end. Personally,
Because I know what happens, obviously, because history. But
I wish they would have just shown a hint of this is kind of spoilers for something that's not there, but I wish they would have just shown a hint of the carnage at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, because they all you get is this kind of like this kind of diegetic like radios and people, and there's this kind of like dissonance between like the celebrations of the achievements that are happening versus the death that's happening, but you never see like a single Japanese person talk about it, and it's kind of like, you know.
Yeah.
I think you definitely feel it, especially when he's doing his like hallucinations, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
you definitely feel it, and then like everybody's applauding, and like it's just that he's in like a weird like a conference room or something, right? And like
Yeah, he's
there's a
giving a
bunch of people
speech.
applauding for him, and he's just like he's out of it, right? Like he's not
totally.
there, because of what he did, kind of thing. So yeah, dude, it's just the emotional resonance this movie has with something historical like that is pretty profound. So
Yeah, totally. But yeah, I thought it was well acted, and it's really interesting. It moves at a really, for being such a long movie, it moves at a pretty quick pace. So
That's good.
maybe a little too long.
I mean, Killers of the Flower Moon is 3 hours and 29 minutes.
I don't. Even
I haven't
know
seen
what
that yet.
is.
It's Scorsese's most recent film.
Oh, okay.
They've added
Sounds
it
like-
to some streaming service. I think Max. I think it's
That
on one
sounds
of
right.
it's on one of the services right now. We're like, oh shit, it's on there. We should watch it. And then I was like, 3 hours and 29 minutes. Whoa, Jesus. Oh, Apple. There you go. It's on Apple Plus. Thank you very much, Moch. Okay. Any other movies you guys want to mention?
I mean, look, I saw Napoleon, but don't go see Napoleon. Don't see Napoleon. It sucks.
Man,
I'll be
Cameron's such a
honest.
hit or miss guy these days. It's so interesting.
Yeah, it was not. You would think, right, with the pedigree, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
nope.
I've heard that movie is bad. But an interesting thing is that apparently in the score, there's a moment where they use a piano that was actually Napoleon's piano. I heard that on NPR, and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting.
That's
Cool.
cool.
Yeah, and look,
Yeah.
the battle scenes are grisly, so it's probably like the best part of the movie. So.
I'm really
I've heard that
interested to
too.
see how Gladiator 2 turns out. I feel like it's
Yeah.
probably gonna be bad, but maybe not.
Who are they getting to play in that? The lead role?
I don't know if it's a continuation of the story or anything. I
hope
honestly don't
not.
know.
I kind of hope not too.
He dies.
At this point, that'd be pretty fucking stupid, but whatever.
Yeah, it's got to be some sort of whatever next gen Gladiator.
Like anything at this point that's getting a sequel that's really really old, I don't care about until maybe I give it a chance. And
Yeah.
the only thing that has had a sequel that was really really old that I actually liked was Blade Runner.
Yes.
Oh, it's phenomenal. Yeah, absolutely.
I like that one better actually than the original personally, but
And like I said,
Yeah.
Tron Legacy was
Yes.
pretty good. All right.
That was okay. But
I
I was
liked
going to say, to Steven's point, though, I actually would agree with you. I think they fleshed the world out more in the second
totally.
one, and it's more world building. Whereas the first one, you watch it, it's cool. The visuals are cool, but like I don't know, there's something about the second one that I really really like. So
I kind of attach myself with the characters a little more too.
Oh, yeah.
yes,
In Blade Runner, but yeah,
Mhm.
or 2049 rather.
yeah, 2040. Yep.
Well, it's that Villanueva, whatever director, and Dune was
Yep.
really good.
Villeneuve. Yeah,
Oh, dude,
I'm
that's-
so excited for fucking Dune Part 2, man.
me
I'm gonna-
too. Me too.
I'm gonna be so moist for that desert film.
Share your mouth water. Share your mouth water. You know.
That's not what he was talking about. It's gross.
That's a cool thing in Dune though, that like it's so like kissing is like such a big deal because like you're giving someone part of your moisture. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, big deal.
Yeah.
Those suits are
Shai
crazy, too.
Halud.
Just wait till we're living that life.
Kwisatz
Not far.
Haderach.
That's right. Okay, now I just have a list of movies I'm gonna rattle off, unless you guys have any other bullet points for me.
I feel like we can
Not
say
one that I
stop.
can think of other than
Yeah.
Godzilla.
Okay, yeah, which we did mention earlier. Okay,
Movie
so
of the year.
just a couple quick notes because I just want to throw them out there. Poor Things, I hear, is divisive, but I do want to check it out. Society of the Snow is about the crashed plane in the Andes, which last podcast on the left did a series on where they like had to resort to cannibalism. So I really want to check that out. What were you
I
gonna
was
say?
gonna say it's basically alive,
Yeah.
but it's closer to what actually happened, and it's actually we watched it. It's pretty good. I liked it.
So Alive, I think, is based on one of the survivors' books, and then Society of the Snow is based on another of the person survivors' books. So, yeah, either way, it's the same story.
No, but this is what I'll say. Alive, I feel like they kind of just don't give you the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
This one gets like down and dirty.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch it.
Yeah, so definitely check it out.
Wonka is a musical, and I didn't know this. Why? What is? With,
okay.
Why does Hollywood keep marketing musicals as not musicals with the same?
Well, wasn't the first one a musical technically?
Well, they have music bits in them, right?
I mean,
But
it's not a
really
full-on musical. Yeah, true. Okay.
Yeah, but this the Wonka that came out in 2023, full on musical. Same thing with the Regina George. What is it? Oh my fucking god!
Nobody talks about that. Like
the trailer doesn't show any songs or anything. So what the fuck, Hollywood? Market your musicals with like music in them. I mean, we knew Cats was a musical because it's obvious. Everyone knows what Cats is.
You know what? It shouldn't have been a musical. Should have just been a story about cats and people dressed like cats, and I would have watched it.
I mean, you just like cats, though. That's why you're the cat guy. Aquaman came out. Nobody fucking seems to give a shit.
Really? It did.
It came out.
It did, yeah.
Last year.
It came out.
I still have to check it out. Maybe the boy in the
Manta or whatever.
Am I the only one who has no faith
Maybe,
in the James Gunn DCU? I just think they're not doing it right.
They haven't even done anything yet. Like literally, the Aquaman was the last movie before the James Gunn era begins.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just keep hearing such flip-floppy language from him, where it's like, okay, it's gonna completely restart and do all this stuff. It's like, oh wait, actually no, it's gonna have some things from the other things, and then it's like all the video games are gonna tie in with it. Oh wait, never mind, no, they're not. Like, you know, it's like I just think it sounds messy to me, and I think it's gonna be a shit show.
But do you think that's because WB like is like trying to meddle, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
The boy and the heron.
They make the old shit matter and sell everything everywhere. Like
yeah, exactly.
WB just pulled their game off services and said the beta's over. They don't know what the fuck they're doing with anything. All right. Remember that game? Multiverses?
Yeah, Multiverses, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, WB in general isn't it.
What?
The Backlot tour is still fun.
I haven't been to WB. Just Universal. Yeah, I do want to check that out. That would be amazing.
Pretty cool.
Excuse me. The Boy and the Heron. I need to watch it.
Me too.
It's supposed to be excellent. Miyazaki. No Hard Feelings came out, and I heard it was pretty good. That's the one with Jennifer Lawrence where she's nude and beats the shit out of some dudes on a beach. I want to check that out. Indiana.
That sounds like a fun movie.
Yeah,
sounds good.
It's supposed to be pretty good.
That's what it's about, huh?
That's just the scene that everyone tells me about, but I'll check it out. Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny, didn't see it. I'll probably watch it. John Wick 4 came out, didn't see that. Gran Turismo came out, who gives a fuck. Beau is Afraid came out, and I really want to watch that. And apparently it's a horror film. Transformers Rise of Beasts got middling reviews. However, I thought it was like, I might watch this, even though I didn't, because it's like the Beast Wars version of Transformers.
Yeah, dude.
So, I'll just rent it one day, maybe. The Marvels came out, and no one seemed to care, apparently, because we all have Marvel fatigue now. Although we'll get into the Marvel shows in a little bit. When Evil Lurks was a horror film everyone talks about. That's in Spanish, I believe, and it's supposed to be really dope. The Boogeyman I just finished watching today, which I thought was actually pretty good. Saw X came out, and it was apparently the best Saw movie ever made, which is hilarious. And then Megan came out last year too, which felt like it came out in 2022, didn't it? But no.
Hold up. It was last year. You skipped over the Saw thing? What the fuck? How is that the best one ever made?
It's apparently the best one. Now. Yeah. I've seen Saws 1 through 9.
Yeah.
I need to see 10.
Fuck.
So we'll have to watch it and do like a conversation about it for content or something. Stinkers, Skinamarink, Rebel Moon, Asteroid City, Sound of Freedom, and The Flash.
Oh, was Asteroid City bad?
Yeah. Oh
Bummer.
yeah. I've heard.
Mm,
I've heard they're all.
Did you see it?
I didn't see it.
I was gonna say, and do you even like Wes Anderson?
I
I
have
would
never
say-
seen a Wes Anderson movie.
So that's why I was gonna say, like,
I'm just saying that everyone who's seen Asteroid City was like, I think
don't-
it's pretty, but it's not good.
I don't really care until I see it. I have yet to see it. It's been
Yeah.
on my list. So I take that with a grain of salt, to be honest.
Yeah.
'Cause I have not seen a Wes Anderson movie I did not like.
Okay,
At least
so
a little bit.
definitely watch it and let us know in the future because I'm curious if you like it. But the rest of them, I mean, I've seen parts of Skinamarink. It's trash. Rebel Moon, I've heard only bad things. The Flash.
I tried to watch it. I couldn't get more than 20 minutes into that movie. I was so
Oh,
oh
no.
my god, this is literally just it's criminal how much it's just Star Wars. It's just Star Wars.
Oh, is it really?
It's-
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a complete retelling of the first Star Wars.
oh no.
I could
Like a
only
High
watch.
C-12 situation.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah.
But
I
with
could,
slow motion. Yeah, it's Star Wars with slow motion in it. Is what it is.
Wonderful. The Flash, I could only watch like 10 minutes of, and I had to shut that. off.
Oh, I watched that whole movie. It's fucking
Ugh.
god awful.
Yeah,
It's
what
so
a nightmare.
bad. It is so bad.
Okay, so that's movies. Let's talk about shows. We don't have to talk about every show, but I know Blue Eyed Samurai is great, right? You're the person who watched that here.
Yeah, I loved it. It punches way above its weight, and it's a really, really good story.
There was a lot of sequel seasons or whatever, season 2, season 3s that came out that seemed great. Invincible, Reservation Dogs, Reacher, Foundation. Invincible season 1 I have watched, but not season 2. But all those other shows are supposed to be great too. So definitely check those out if you haven't. Let's talk
Star
about
Wars Visions season 2 was really worth a watch. It's just a bunch of little shorts, but super fun.
That's what I heard, yeah.
I haven't seen any of those yet, and I really want to, so I'll have to put that at the top of my list.
The first
Succession
episode
ended.
of the first season is still my favorite, but yeah, there's a lot of worthwhile stuff.
Nice. Succession ended. Everyone loved it. I don't know if you guys.
Totally.
I just brought.
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
No.
Supposed to be
heard it
good.
was really
I
good.
loved that show from start to finish. It's fantastic.
Percy Jackson came out last year, and I need to watch it. It's supposed to be good. Welcome to Wrexham is just a compelling show to watch about European football. Good show. Star Wars Ahsoka. Did anyone watch that?
Gage
Nope.
did.
Gage, you liked it?
Okay. I really liked it. I think the ending left a little bit to be desired, but I think it's just setting up the Dave Filoni movie, and which I think is gonna. I have a lot of faith in it actually.
I'm working my way to that show.
Yeah, totally. It's
Definitely working my way there.
It's gonna take a while.
So the biggest thing is Ray Park, this guy right here, the really intimidating looking dude. It's such a bummer that he died because I mean, for other reasons, but he was so good in this show. He was like the best, like Star Wars villain or not even really villain, anti-hero, I would say, or like no, a villain. I don't know. Star Wars character I think I've seen in a long time.
Cool.
And I'm hoping they just straight up recast him and don't do the Disney thing where they try and like rewrite his story and do some digital renderings of his face or whatever. It's like just recast him so he can live on well into the story because he was a great character. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely watch it at some point. Let's see, Mando season 3. Anyone watch that? Mandalorian? I didn't.
I watched it.
I was like, I'm just kind of sick of this.
It wasn't bad, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was all right. Yeah, it was all
just
right.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah, agreed.
Ted Lasso ended last year. People love that show. It's
That was a
cool.
good feel good
It's fun.
show. It was fun.
Yeah. Marvelous Miss Maisel finished last year. Mochi Squeeze loved it. I just wanted to say that out loud.
I didn't even know. That's cool.
Yep. It's a good show. All right, so let's talk about shows that we have watched. The Bear. Guys, who
Didn't
watched
watch it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Who watched the
I
Bear
mean,
season
not
2?
enough of it, but from what I've seen, yeah,
It is so good, and then the episode
very
with
good.
like his fam, like the whole family with all the cameos, really stands out. But yeah, Bear's some great TV. It won a lot of awards in the Emmys and stuff. Definitely watch The Bear if you haven't watched it. If you like cooking in any form, or if you've ever worked in a kitchen.
Sugar. If you've ever worked in a kitchen, I think it's really, really worth a watch for sure.
Yep.
Beef won a bunch of awards too, guys. Who watched Beef?
Cherry was just talking about that earlier in the chat, I think, and yeah, it was a good show. It was kind of like, it kind of made me feel uncomfortable, but it was good for sure.
Agreed. Yeah, it's totally, it's bad vibes.
I don't like confrontation, and it just made me feel like it was like it just makes me feel bad. But
yeah, it's what a great show that is. And you know, Stephen Yeun, I'll watch anything with him in it. And Ali Wong kills it. Poker Face was another good show. I watched some episodes of. Mochi and I really enjoyed it. I don't know if you guys saw that show, but I thought it was pretty dope. Gen V really stood out to me though last year. Holy shit, man! I expected that show to suck, and it's really good. If you like the
I gotta
boys.
watch it.
Yeah.
Is that the show with the explosion?
The explosion?
Yeah.
What explosion?
It's like a dick explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that happens in that one.
Like I tried to avoid it. Okay, I tried.
The Boys is a great show, and so like a spin-off of a great show doesn't always work. You know what I mean?
Agreed. Yeah, agreed.
This show really worked. We just kind of threw it on because we're like, let's watch Gen V. But damn, we watched the whole season like in a couple days because we were just immediately addicted. So I endorse that show a lot. The Last of Us came out last year.
Wow, that was last year. Crazy.
Yep.
It feels like a long time ago.
If anyone wants to go back and watch the spoiler cast of that, we did one. That was it was a good time.
Good plug. Yeah, so we talked about it all there, so we won't hash it out right now here, but it was good. Definitely a great show. Only Murders season 3 was great. Only Murders in the Building. I don't know if you guys have seen that show, but I recommend it. Steve Martin, Martin Short, and what's her name? Selena Gomez. Funny pairing when you think about it on its surface, but it works really well. Show's awesome, and it kind of makes fun of podcasts, so you definitely should check it out. Scott Pilgrim Takes Off was really good. I don't know if you guys watched that.
No, it's on my radar for a while.
It's on my list. I want to watch it for sure. I just haven't gotten around to it.
So what makes this show great is more than a few things. To start out, Scott Lee O'Malley, I think is his name, the creator of the manga, was heavily involved in creating this. And in the drawing, the art style of the show is his art, which the movie is based on his manga in the first place. But it's not just a retelling of the same story. It takes some twists and turns that you won't expect, and that's what's great about it. And
yeah, I was worried about that, right? Like that it was just going to be the same retelling. So
me too. Yeah.
It does something really cool
style,
with the formula.
It's Canadian, Miguel.
I fucking hated it. It's
fucking
just like
Canadians.
It's shitty manga.
Brian Lee O'Malley is his name. But no, what's interesting though is that it is produced by the Edgar Wright, who created the movie, and they casted the entire cast from the film to voice the same characters in the manga or in this anime. So
it's got the same like pacing vibes too, like
to some degree, but I don't know. It does feel different. It does feel more like an anime than it does the film, you know. But I recommend it. It's a dope show. I think they really pulled off something unique there. And it's pretty wacky in a lot of great ways. What We Do in the Shadows, season 5. Let's briefly talk about that. Great. That's all I got.
I love the film. Have not seen a single bit of the show.
You need to watch the show. It's so fucking hilarious, dude.
All right,
I have not seen season 5 yet, but it's so good. The show is great.
I've really only heard that, so it's just when I need a show to watch, I'll put it on.
Yes,
It's so good.
that's what I was gonna
So
say. Is when you do, the good thing about not watching it yet is because when you do throw it on, you have a lot to watch, and you're gonna eat it up. Trust me, it's so
Hell
good.
yeah.
And it's basically a continuation of the movie. It's in the same universe and
Yep.
everything, and those characters exist in the same world. So,
Yep.
You'll love it. Yellow Jacket
They
season
show
2, which we didn't finish, was decent. I don't know. I just want to shout out Yellow Jackets for being a good show. That's kind of also like Alive in a way. It's about people who are stuck in the snow essentially after a plane crash.
Is it kind of Losty? It's kind of the
sort
vibes I was
of
getting.
yes, sort of. I would say
Yeah.
yes.
Is it a sci-fi show or is it more of a drama?
I would say it's like horror, drama, sci-fi, fantasy.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
There's like a cult involved, I think.
You'll see.
Okay.
American Born Chinese came out, but then it got canceled apparently.
I don't know it.
Kind of sad.
Didn't 1899 come out this year too, or last year?
I don't know what that is.
I
Was that
don't
Netflix
remember
show?
if that was this year. Yeah, was that
I
this
want
year?
to say that was 2023. I think
1999?
that
You know
show
the
was
one
fucking
Netflix
awesome.
show that has
It was
like,
awesome.
hundreds of shows.
Bro, I don't even know what that is.
It was a great.
It's
it was
by
a
the
great
same
series.
guy who did Dark.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Okay.
Okay, I'll watch it. Cool.
Fucking
didn't even-
bullshit. No, don't. They canceled it.
They
Oh.
canceled it. Yeah,
I'm
don't
fucking
watch it.
pissed, dude.
Okay.
So pissed.
Yeah, it was really going somewhere. I felt cool about
Yeah.
it, but whatever.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Well, they did the same thing with Archive 81 based on the same
No,
the
that was really
podcast.
good too.
It's based
Yep.
on the podcast with the same name that was an audio drama, which you should listen to
Mhm.
right fucking now on podcast services. But yeah, that sucks. That looked good
Yeah.
from the trailer.
It's a really good show.
Platonic, one of the best fucking shows on the planet. You must watch
Wow.
it. It's on Max. It's so fucking funny. Please watch Platonic. Shrinking also, I believe, is on
I was gonna
Max.
say Shrinking. Yeah.
Same
yeah.
kind of vibes. It's, it's got that comedy dramedy thing. Really good. Oh, excuse me. Wait, Shrinking. Platonic is on Apple too?
I believe also Shrinking. Yeah.
Okay, Shrinking and Platonic on Apple. So Apple's killing it. The Fall of the House of Usher was really good as well. That was a horror by what's his name?
That
Oh my God.
guy Flanagan, Mike Flanagan.
Flanagan, Mike
Yeah, Mike
Flanagan.
Flanagan.
That's
Yeah.
his new horror thing because he is always coming out with the new Netflix horror thing. It's
Okay,
also really
totally.
good. It's based on the works of Edgar Allan Poe, so there's a
Yes.
layer there of fun. Murder at the End of the World, just saying, I've seen parts of it. I think it's all right. But Swarm, no, that was a crazy ass show. Did you guys watch Swarm?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's
Yep, never heard of it.
it's a fucked up trip. It's like you're in the brain of a psychopath essentially, and it's someone who's obsessed with Beyonce, but they don't call her Beyonce because, you have to change Beyonce to a fictional version of Beyonce, and it's sort of the Beyonce's beehive. They call him
Yeah.
that person's swarm, right? And she's like crazy,
Makes
and
sense.
essentially it's like all the stories of crazy fans are like bottled up into one character, and it's like that character's journey through. It's a wild ride through driving around, and made by Donald Glover. So I
Oh, shit,
recommend
I had no idea. That's awesome.
Swarm. Yeah, it's pretty sick, dude. Loki season 2 Slade, One Piece live action Slade, Winning Time. Too bad season 2's the last one because that's also a really good show. Witcher season 3 was good. That 90s show was actually good, and then the Goosebump show I didn't like, but everybody else liked.
So
Ah.
Witcher season 3, I've yet to get to that. Is that is it better or worse than season 1?
Season 1's the best season, I think.
Yeah. The thing
Yeah,
I
that's
really
what I was worried about.
Yeah.
The thing I really wanted more with the Witcher stuff was just Monster of the Week kind of stuff. And there's some of that for sure, like where there's some episodes that don't feel like they're really going through. But all the Elvish stuff was just too, I don't know. It didn't resonate the way it does in the book or the
Right.
first book that is the only one I've read. And then definitely in the show. In the game. But
It's all
Yeah.
throughout the books, right? It plays a part in like everything that goes on, the Elvish stuff, just because of the wild and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think they were heavy handed with it, and they could have definitely shown more Monster of the Week, at least from the first and second seasons where I watched. But yeah,
Totally agree with that. Anything else on shows, guys?
Yeah, Scavenger's Reign was probably my favorite show of last year.
Sweet.
God damn, it's so fucking cool, and it just it's the type of sci-fi and like the type of like world building that's just so unique and like really rarely seen, like something that's truly alien feeling. I really loved like the whole premise, and it's psychedelic as fuck, and yeah, the art at first takes a little getting used to, but it gets into some really beautiful and off-putting and whatever.
Oh, I was supposed to watch that.
This looks
Definitely do it.
crazy awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it
so-
looks awesome.
Wow.
it's so good, and it punches way above. It's like it's so cerebral and emotional and beautiful, but really disturbing. What's that phobia when you have a fear of like a bunch of tiny little holes? Anyone remember? Anyways,
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the name of it though.
It's that the show for sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Okay.
no.
It's a lot of creepy
Yeah.
little holes, but yeah.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
but
I
it's-
know you're talking about that poly something.
Yeah, something,
Phobia.
something.
If you just Google it, you'll find a lot of
Yeah.
pictures.
yeah, but it's really 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 good. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Any trypophobia. There you go.
Yeah.
Any other show stuff you guys want to bring up before we move on?
Not
think
that I
that's-
can think of off the top of my head.
You season 4.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I don't care.
I watch it because my wife watches it, and I'll just be in the same room. I don't really know. It's pretty.
I mean,
Joey
I
watched it too.
I
I s-
watched. Go ahead, Steve.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I started Peaky Blinders. I got to like season 3 through
Oh.
season 3, but I need to finish that series. But it's incredible. I mean, obviously people probably already know that, but it's really good stuff.
I couldn't get past the first episode because they say Peaky Blinders like 50 times. And so I was like, what is the whole script? Peaky Blinders, Peaky Blinders, Peaky Blinders, Peaky Blinders.
I think you might be doing a disservice. Give it a bit more.
I
than
gotta
that.
try again, yeah.
Let it cook.
I wasn't feeling it at the time, but I'll try it again.
Mhm.
Cillian Murphy.
Yes,
Killian.
Murphy, great.
Killian.
Ah,
It's me, a Mario. Anything else? Anything else shows?
Nah, that's it, man. It was actually a pretty good, darn good year for TV, I'd say.
It really was. I fear that this year will be full of reality television because of the writer's strike, and we're already seeing that a lot. So I don't know. We'll see. Music. SZA's SOS is Rolling Stone and Pitchfork's favorite album of the year, and I knew about the song Snooze already. So I listened to the album today. It's good. Check it out. SZA rules. I just hadn't listened to the whole album, but I really enjoyed it. Thank you. Also, we've talked about Skrillex Quest for Fire was dope. Disclosure, Alchemy, and Gauge. What was that album that you're obsessed with?
Geese 3D Country. I'm obsessed with.
There you go. I need to listen to that album too. And then
It's fucking rock and roll. I actually was learning a song from it on piano today.
hell yeah. There's a we could look through albums and stuff, but we won't. But I'll leave the floor open. Any album, music stuff you guys want to shout out?
It was actually kind of a, pardon the pun, quiet year for me for discovering music, at least. But
Oh,
playing, I just went back to a lot of what I was familiar with. It's actually pretty weird for me because I usually like to just discover a bunch of new music, but not as much last year. So
Yeah.
Shout out to Nia Archives, dropped a really good EP last year. She's like a jungle / drum and bass / like R&B sort of person. She's like got a really great soulful voice, but she does all a jungle and drum and bass music that she makes herself. She actually runs a drum and bass record label. I didn't know that. So
Oh.
she's really cool. That came out. That one's called Sunrise Bang Your Head Against the Wall, which is a pretty good title. Yeah.
Real quick, Terry in the chat mentioned the Godsmack's album last year, which was very good. It was very good.
Oh yeah,
and
you
yeah,
check
that is
that
a
out.
standout. So yeah, definitely check it out.
Hell yeah. Coming out of nowhere. I wasn't even aware.
Yeah, right.
What was the other record last year?
Yeah, last year was a good year for drum and bass, and definitely emerging breaks music all over the place, and really fast house music. Those are the things I noticed in 2023.
Seriously. I've been seeing so many Boys Noise videos of him just playing this like super fast house all over Europe, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It's
I'm
like,
like,
whoa,
all right.
whoa. Slow it down. Slow it down. Like this song is playing right now on the stream. Ghost Town by the Specials. Whoop. I love this song. Go ahead.
Me too.
What were you going to say?
I don't remember.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Cool.
Yeah, that's all I got for music. The Boy Genius album was pretty good. I like that. Some sad girl music.
Events that happened in 2023. This is what we'll close it out with. CBS News kind of had a list. Do we remember the submarine?
Yeah, who doesn't
We do.
remember the Titan?
Oh,
I think
yeah,
that's
okay, yeah.
Squash.
Yeah.
Remember that? Donald Trump got charged with a bunch of stuff. That kind of happens.
Yep.
There's a couple wars. Basically,
yeah, pretty much.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
fuck. It's kind of a bad year when you think about it. Oh, but there was a new King of England, so shout outs to all my British friends out
But
there.
also, but also
And you're- and you're-
I'm gonna say most of them do not care.
And your,
right.
your favorite Poppy King is sitting on the throne now.
Good for that person. I'm sure.
Whatever.
While
Well, he's getting his prostate fixed next week.
Good. Great.
huh, I didn't know it was broken.
God.
Yeah, got some sort of prostate issue, so he's getting.
Is that how you
surgery.
describe something like an internal organ? Yeah, my
Yeah, you get it
organ is
fixed.
broken.
Yeah, it's broken.
Yeah.
I need a new heart.
My prostate broke.
My prostate's
My
broken.
prostate-
My heart's broken.
Hey, that I guess that's the only one.
That happens. That's a real
Yeah.
thing.
Let's also not forget that Maui got burnt to crisp,
Yep.
which is horrible.
It's a sad list, buddy. What about memes?
Dude.
Give me memes.
I don't have memes, dude. I don't do memes.
okay.
I'm looking at news.
2023, the
Taylor
meme
Swift
died.
and that one guy. Come on.
Oh, I fucking
Who cares
hate
about
Taylor
that?
Swift. She's a
Travis
I
Kelce.
hate her and everything about her.
I found out she has cats though, so that's kind of cool. That gives her
Oh,
1
that's
point in my book.
Yeah, she does get a point. Yeah.
Man, Ben Kissel left last
Oh, yeah.
podcast on the left. That's rough.
Yeah, can we talk about that for a split second? Ben Kissel leaving last podcast was pretty crazy. So multiple women, said that he was like getting too handsy and like weird, and they dropped him, man. And
Being a kind of an alcoholic, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Just
and
yeah.
then he went to rehab, but he got out like 2 or 3 days early. Posted about, I got out early, and it's like you're in rehab to improve. Like you're trying to leave as early as possible. So I don't know, man. I hope that Ben Kissel is good, but like, man, that whole situation is I don't know. But without him, I feel like last podcast is doing well. Ed, what's his name?
I
Eddie-
forget.
Well, it's one of their friends, but his name's Ed. He's filled in the shoes and he's doing great. So it's a good podcast, I think. I just want to leave.
Yeah, I gotta get back. I gotta kind of go through it again. I was kind of giving them a minute, like while that was all kind of settling out to like see where it shook out. But because I wasn't sure, they didn't really make that. They made like a couple statements on it, but like they only really talked about it so much. But yeah, I'll have to dive back in at some point.
Yep. Any other news stuff? Because this one is just all really sad news.
Is it bad that we can't really think of good things that happened?
That's the way the news is, though, because they never report on fun, happy news. You know what I mean?
Alec Baldwin was charged with manslaughter.
That's weird. That's
What the-
weird.
All right.
Why is the music playing? Well,
Because that's where it should be.
Pedro Pascal had a great year in memes. Says
He did.
Jerry
Hey,
in
you
the
know
chat.
what? That was okay.
that's
Pedro
true.
Pascal did have a great year in memes.
Yeah.
There was a train collision in India.
Jesus Christ. I don't mean to laugh at the thing. It just sucks that it's all
Yeah, it's-
terrible.
Ends, man.
Can someone give me one good feel-good story?
Some would say we're still in 2023.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh, until we're
gosh.
done.
I can't.
Oh, yeah,
I'm really
remember-
not.
Remember, Elon Musk took over Twitter and named it X, and it's been a
God, that was in
hellscape?
2023. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
You mean Twitter?
Yeah,
Yeah, you mean
yes.
Twitter.
Still called Twitter.
Yeah.
Still
Thank
called
you.
Twitter.
Thank you.
Oh,
Um,
and then now it's like worth like $72 million less than it was or whatever. Yeah.
Are we surprised?
Kindred Tulip in chat says, "Okay, I got here at a weird time."
Are we surprised at all? Like,
Someone
come on,
in chat
man.
tell me something positive that happened in
Kindred-
2023.
Kindred Tulip, we went
Scorpio.
through all the shit we loved for the first hour and a half of this podcast,
Yeah.
and now we're just in sad land by some reason.
I know.
God damn.
I
Did
mean,
you Google good news in 2023?
Right? Can
I
we
don't
do
know.
no,
that?
I'm not going to
Is
do that. I
do we
just looked
have
up some
No,
news.
no.
I looked up news, and
New
that's what
malaria
happened.
vaccine. There you
Yeah,
go.
new
New
malaria vaccine. That's a good one. Yeah.
That's rad.
But
Sweet.
then there was a series of floods and landslides in the Democratic Republic of Congo back in May. Ugh.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a submarine again. Let's see. SAG-AFTRA did their strike, and then that that worked.
No, it was a good year for labor
That's true.
overall.
That is true. It was a
Very good year for labor.
Mm-hmm. What happened
Oh,
in
dang it.
Canada? I don't know. I have no idea.
This site's
No.
making me pay to read this article. So yeah.
The Indian government assassinated a Canadian citizen, if I'm not mistaken. That happened.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Damn. Cool. Not cool.
You know what? The
Not
best
cool.
news of 2023 is that it's over.
There you go. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
to hear
you know
that.
what though? I feel like I've heard this before, and it was like 2020
Yes.
or 2019.
But here's the thing: it's like we always pray
Every
for
year?
a better year. This year, I did not make any hopes for a better year. I was just like, okay, as long as it's not worse, I think we're good.
Okay. Washington Post, which is allowing me to read this one article, is saying
dude.
some good stuff. FDA approved a groundbreaking pill to treat postpartum depression. That's good. Okay.
Ecuador voted to stop using oil entirely. So that's
okay,
cool.
that's
That
good.
is great.
We
Oh,
learned.
okay, no, this is a good one. 40-pound cat finds a forever home.
Aw,
Oh,
Ah,
that's a
See?
fat fucking
It
cat.
just came up, dude. 40 pounds.
That's
Forever
a
home.
that is
thick
a
boy.
fat cat, man.
We learned more about dementia and memory loss and how to prevent them.
Hey,
There you go. Brazil deforestation fell after reaching 15-year high.
Oh, excellent.
I don't know.
So-
That's not good news.
It can
It
can always
that's terrible.
get better
It can
after
always
it's
be worse.
at its worst.
We came down from the terrible deforestation that shouldn't be happening anyways, but
And we're going back to the deforestation from 10 years ago.
hey.
Gapminer.org. What?
Fuck my life.
Child mortality rate was probably the lowest ever. Come on,
Yeah,
that's good.
That's awesome.
Kindred Tulip in the chat says, like, trying to think of something positive in 2023. I didn't realize how impossible that would be until right now. Right? It's just unfortunate.
Yeah, the video game layoffs and the
Right,
tech
yep.
layoffs,
Even in
and that was
Here's
bad.
one. Scientific breakthrough helps women speak for the first time in 18 years after stroke. That's good news.
Whoa.
Okay. Hey, we're having scientific breakthroughs.
Ooh, science created an alternative to palm oil. That's probably going to be good.
Huh.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
That is really good, actually. Yeah.
That is solid. Yeah.
More people than ever have clean drinking water as of 2023.
Cool.
That's good.
4-day week trials confounded critics. I think we should go to a 4-day week. What are we really trying to get done anyways? Like we should chill out a little bit more.
So at this point, I feel like having a 4-day week, it should be a 4-day week that's only 8 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah, and get paid for what you would normally get paid.
Yeah, I should get my regular salary, what I'm getting now, but it should be 32 hours a week.
Agreed.
Guaranteed I can still get the work done.
Right.
Yep.
Check this
Absolutely
out.
same.
Check this out. It's in space news, three positive things. First, Arab woman in space, 2023.
Dope. Hell yeah.
India lands spacecraft on the moon. Dope.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. That was awesome.
And we got our first ever asteroid samples in 2023. So that's pretty cool.
All right. I'm feeling better, guys. We did it.
Right.
We did some work.
Science really did some heavy lifting that last year. So
Yeah.
Science
anything
rules.
Science.
Well, I'm gonna play
Science.
my one sample from Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Right.
There you go. Did you know that? You guys couldn't hear it, but they could hear it.
No.
These guys couldn't hear it, but they could hear it.
Oh no. Great job. Good job.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
get a golf
guys.
clap. I can't hear it.
This is your last chance to talk about 2023.
We'll never mention it again ever.
Until I bring up a show that I watched next week that's from 2023. Because that's going to happen.
But you're not allowed to say the words 2023.
Okay.
Or the
Say
word.
Oh, the
number.
sphere opened in 2023.
The sphere did open in 2023.
The sphere did open.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey.
the sphere is pretty sweet.
And you know what? I haven't been, but it's pretty cool to look at. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. It's kind of cool to drive around.
Mhm.
They put shit on it. It's pretty cool.
I like
blinking
experimental
eyeball. Like
architecture.
I want Sauron on the sphere. Is what I'm saying.
Yes, I don't know if they've done that, but the giant emojis that they put on there are fun.
You know where they've done the Eye of Sauron, Steven, is the top of the Salesforce Tower in San Francisco,
Okay,
which is pretty. It's it's a little on the nose.
No, that's the best part.
Yeah.
This is like a live camera showing the sphere right now.
Oh, okay.
So
I was just talking about an eyeball.
it's
There you go.
Yeah, it kind of looks like an eyeball, but it's really just an ad.
Yeah, it's an ad for the movie.
It's just a massive ad for the film.
Oh, guys, we forgot about AI last year.
That's
Oh.
true.
All of the innovations it
Yeah.
brought us.
Yeah, like how Windows 11 now forces AI onto my desktop with
Oh, that's
Copilot.
Certainly
annoying.
does. With
I will say, it's that some of the AI tools in the Adobe suite are really excellent. Just things that have made my work life a lot easier. Like, and I don't think they're replacing anyone's job. It's just like taking away the shit that I don't want to do at my job. Like, if I need to extend a background, it can just do it for me. Like, auto selecting things has gotten way better. Like that type of stuff, like is definitely it's a big step. So I'm excited about that. But other than that,
Sweet.
I think AI can be used for good. I think there's elements of it that are going to be really awesome. It's just human greed that's going to get in the way. Like,
Yep.
like
like
the
always.
tools themselves are fucking cool. I really do think they're cool. But it's just, yeah.
Yep. And
Pay people, hire people, like give experience and people who are willing to learn new shit, like the leeway and the pay, and then it could be cool. But they won't do that.
I made the emotes for my personal YouTube, Twitch channel using AI. So thanks AI. Sorry artists for not paying you. Gage, you still owe me a logo, by the way.
I
Oh,
gave you some.
Dude.
Like we just
way to
haven't.
fucking
We
call
haven't.
them out, dude.
We haven't.
I
edited
told
them
you.
yet.
I told you which ones I like.
Oh, you did. We'll have to
I
recap that
did.
conversation. 'Cause I forgot.
And also I used AI for our Christmas Odd Valley episode to make a weird panning backdrop. But come on, that was fun. It was Santa with like a whiskey bottle, and it
No,
was
that was fun. I was
a bunch
impressed
of-
with those AI images. Yeah,
a bunch of drunk elves and shit. It
Yep,
was a
yep.
good time.
That is
and it looked like the Santa Jameson Christmas ad.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Like it looked legit. Like I'd believe it.
Like the one
I
that
saw
drinks Coke, but instead he's
Yeah.
drinking a bottle
But
of
he's drinking Jameson. Yeah. It was good
I'm
shit.
thinking my friend and I have been writing and designing this board game, and kind of for a long time it's like kind of taken a back burner. But I'm thinking that I'm actually going to use some AI art as a placeholder.
Nice.
And then eventually, if it ends up becoming like a real thing, we kind of want to like go see if we can get funding for it. And if we could, then we'd hire people to actually do the work. But like, just to be able to like sell people on it, I think it might be helpful. I just want to see how that goes because I don't have time to like. I could totally do the art, but it would take me like 3 years. So it's like, you know. So.
If you need help with the making a board game, let me know, man. I'm down to jump in there.
I would love for like you and Moshi to play it and see. It's not like
Yeah.
we're trying to work out all the tweaks because there's been a couple of games where someone just gets wicked OP and that kind of thing. So
I would love
Yeah.
to play test, but we'll see about
I will test play your game.
nice,
Hell
hell
yeah.
yeah. Oh, Cherry, that makes me feel really
that.
good.
Oh,
inside.
yay. Thanks for finding us this year, Cherry. Yeah, I think this year we had some accomplishments for this podcast, including adding Steven to the team, which is great. I got this computer, which is increasing our production value. So all this fun stuff that's going on. We're only gonna get
Yeah.
better. Also, we got
I'm feeling
our
really good about
shirts.
2024.
We got our shirts in 2023. Lest we
This
forget.
is true. That was a good moment.
That was
Hell
great.
yeah.
Yeah. We're all
Yeah,
like,
and I'm feeling really good about 2024. I feel like
Mhm.
with you getting the new rig and like us being able to produce a little bit more stuff with the
Yeah.
Elden 3, with I don't know, fantasy draft is something I'm having fun with.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have
It's
fun
good.
Sunday.
So it's I don't know. I think we're like you just went to CES. Like I think that was a really cool little like
Yeah.
step in the direction of things that could come. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm really gonna try to make it to Vegas this year. We'll see how it goes. I want to see if that can happen. But
Well,
I'd
we want to come
Evo.
down. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but we want to come down for that oyster thing.
Oh hell
Even though you
yeah!
won't
No,
be there.
definitely. No, we'll be here. We'll
Okay.
definitely come for that. It's too much of a tradition. We'll definitely be here.
Hell yeah. Oyster. What's it called? The Oyster World.
Oyster Fest.
Oyster Fest.
Yeah, the Oyster Fest. When is it
Def-
again?
It's in June sometimes. Usually, maybe. Yeah. End of June usually.
Hopefully, I'm here.
Cool.
Nice.
I'll,
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you the actual dates.
Got to go up to Salt Lake
Okay.
City to see, Mr. Steven too at some point. Good stuff, guys. I think 2023 is over.
It's over.
It's done.
What do you think?
Get it
Done?
going.
We ready to put a stamp on it?
Ready to kick it away.
All right,
Stamp
we'll put 2023 up on the screen, and then we'll make it go away.
Ew.
Gone. Oh, we did it. Whew. Man, I'm like hot in here. 2023 had a lot of steam and heat.
Pretty sure
on
it's
it.
not like your PC.
Yeah, it's right underneath this desk,
Oh, yeah.
warming me up with the door closed behind me.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Do we have any endorsements, or do we want to like push that to next time and get back on the horse?
Yeah, we'll get back on the we'll get back on the horse.
Because this is another special episode. I know we're running a little long here, but hey, we got to talk about last year. We did it last year. We'll do it next year. Talk about the previous year. But I just want to, thank everyone for watching, hanging out with us, dudes. As always, thanks for being here for the podcast. Just let me, let the people know any closing words about whatever. Go ahead. Floor is yours. Got anything?
Be a bit more active if you can. It
Yeah.
helps for just general energy and like
Yep.
mental wellness. So
I'm trying intermittent fasting. I just went snowboarding. That was good.
Oh yeah, how
Nice.
was that? Tell us about that.
It was awesome. It was fucking awesome conditions at Shasta, which is kind of rare because it's a pretty small mountain. It's kind of low.
Mhm.
But yeah, we crushed it. I went with like some friends and brought a little Maya along. She did really well in the snow. She did some sledding. Good stuff.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
Right on, guys. Well, this has been
Yeah.
another episode of Neon Pocket Dimension. Make sure to follow us on X, Twitter. Miguel doesn't want me to call it X, but I have to.
It's
Okay.
fucking Twitter, dude. No, you
It's
don't.
both.
Twitter.
the
And
website is still twitter.com. So
it's
Yes, it
also X.com.
It's
It's
Twitter.
both.
where?
You could type either in and it does the same thing.
I wonder how you got X.com. Huh.
But
Yeah, that's gotta be, that must have been a tough name to buy out,
Yes.
but whatever.
Apparently, he was so obsessed with naming a company X, like this is not the first time he's tried to do it. So
Correct. He's
I
had
wouldn't be
that
surprised if he bought the domain like fucking ages ago.
Oh yeah.
100%
Christ.
correct. That is exactly what's he's had X.com for many, many years. You know, anyway,
Oh my God.
we're at
It's
NPD
Twitter.
Squad on Twitter. Okay.
Fuck, on Twitter. Thank you.
Check out all our stuff on YouTube. Just search Odd Valley Studios or go to youtube.com/@Odd Valley Studios to find all our stuff. We have all sorts of fun stuff coming. Steven and I are planning on doing a stream of 5-Minute Gamer recordings. So you'll have 6 more episodes coming at you. That's where we play games for 5 minutes and review them. Should be a lot of fun. We already have those set up. Sunday, come back to us. We're going to be doing our Fantasy Critic 2024 Neon Pocket Dimension official draft. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that's twitch.tv/Neon Pocket Dimension, Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Wasn't that? Oh, no. Excuse me.
1 p.m.
1 p.m. Pacific time.
Yarp.
Yes.
Not 7.
Yes.
That was fake news. And then, hit the follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We appreciate it. Yeah, watch our shorts. Steven keeps putting out these shorts.
Steven's killing it.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
These TikToks, they're incredible. That's right. That's right, Steven. I'll promote you.
Wave at the
Thank
people,
you.
Steven.
But yeah, that's all I got, guys. So we can get out of here. All right, so say goodbye. Thanks
Bye.
again. What the
Whoa.
fuck?